Hi everybody, my name is Ron Cantor and you're watching Out of Zion on God TV. On a previous program, we recorded right here on the port of Odessa in Ukraine, and we talked about a passage in Jeremiah where God said that one day you're not going to even be talking about the Exodus from Egypt, you're going to be talking about a massive Exodus from the land of the north. And that happened in the 90s when the Iron Curtain came down and over 1 million Russian-speaking Jews made their way to the land of Israel. Prophecy fulfilled in our lifetime. But if we keep reading, we can see that the Bible says, "But now I will send for many fishermen, declares the Lord, and they will catch them. And after that I will send many hunters, and they will hunt them down on every mountain and hill, and from the crevices of the rocks." Listen, let me explain that. It talks about hunters and it talks about fishermen. Now, a fisherman is somebody who pulls, and that's, I believe, talking about all the ministries that began to work to bring the Jewish people back to the land of Israel. People with good hearts, big hearts, believers praying for the aliyah, the return of the Jewish people from all the countries where God scattered them to the land of Israel. But God says, after that, I'm going to send hunters. What does that mean? It's talking about, well, quite frankly, many Jewish people are comfortable. I come from America, and I can tell you the majority of American Jews have no intention on going to the land of Israel and living out the rest of their lives. But God says, I will raise up hunters. Who are the hunters? I believe they're anti-Semites. Those are people who will persecute the Jews. Again, a fisherman pulls, but a hunter drives. In fact, we see this going on right now in Europe, particularly in France. Many French Jews have sent their families to Israel, and they fly every week into Israel and then go back to work during the week. They're afraid because of the rise of anti-Semitism. And we're seeing Jews literally being driven from their countries for fear of their lives, and they're coming back to the land of Israel. Now let me be clear. I don't rejoice in anti-Semitism. I don't get excited when I hear about Jewish people being driven from their countries back to Israel. I would prefer that the Jewish people all over the world would simply respond to the fishermen and come back to the land of Israel on their own free will. But you know what? That is where you, our viewers from all over the world, you can play a role. You can be a fisherman in prayer. Begin to pray that God would put it in the hearts of Jewish people to return to their homeland. And of course, not just that. That's only one part of Ezekiel's vision of the dry bones coming to life. You remember? Part one is they got flesh, but part two is they got life. Pray that they come back to Israel, but also pray that they would find salvation in Yeshua, the Jewish Messiah. Now make sure you go to God.tv so you never miss an episode,